Alright, so today we're going to be designing a pretty neat logo in Inkscape. So let's get started. Let's click File and Document Properties. We're just going to adjust our canvas size now. Let's go 600 by 400. Perfect. Alright, we can exit out of that. And now let's zoom in. You can hold Control and scroll to zoom. Perfect. Alrighty. So now what we're going to do is lay down a circle. There you go. Ooh, got a big stroke on there. So click Object, Fill and Stroke. And we're going to get rid of that stroke. Click the X. There we go. Alright. So now for the fill, we're actually going to do a gradient. So see our colors here. You see these nodes on the gradient. We're going to click and drag these just to adjust. There we go. Alright. So now we're going to change the colors. So I'm going to click Edit under Gradient. And we'll see our first color here. So let's just change that to darker red. That should look good. And then our top color. Make sure the alpha channel is all the way up. There we go. Alright, perfect. Alright, so far so good. So now what we're going to do is create a glossy sort of effect. So we'll need a white oval. We'll just something like that. We're going to resize it. There we go. Just something that looks decent for now. We'll resize it later also. Alright, and what we're going to do is do a gradient. Alright, we'll adjust the nodes again. Give it that, there we go. Alright, so you see it coming together, but we need to adjust the white a little more. So what we're going to do is click the Edit Gradient button. And what we're going to do is adjust the alpha channel a little bit, just so it looks a little more believable as a gloss. Alright, so far so good. And now we can click the whole thing and then just resize it a little bit. Good. Alright, and we'll make sure the opacity here for some fine tuning. We'll just turn that down a little bit. There we go. Alright, so far so good. So now what we're going to do is draw pretty much bubbles in the middle. So we're going to do circles. Let's get a color we can see here. There we go. Alright, so just start with a perfect circle. You can hold Control to draw a perfect circle. Alright, there we go. So what we're going to do is just resize, get a little bigger, and we're just going to do smaller bubbles on top, kind of like a bubble, a set of bubbles or something like that. There we go. And just do a little smaller one on top. There we go. Resize. Alright, and then just one more. Just copying and pasting here. And just a little bit smaller one. Okay, and now we're just going to fine tune, kind of move them around a little bit to give a kind of a symmetrical-ish look. There we go. One more. It's getting there. Just the top one here. There it is. Perfect. Alright, so now what we're going to do is change it to, we're going to change it to white, so let's place it over, and then let's just size it. There we go. I'm going to click Object, and Group. There we go. So now it is one object. So now we can change to white. Perfect. And now you want to use the page down key just to bring it down one level of the layers, just so it's under the shine. And then we're going to adjust the opacity just so you can see the gloss shine through the white a little bit. It adds a nice effect. Perfect. All right. So it's looking good. So now we're actually going to make a shadow. So let's just copy and paste our base circle. And we'll just resize it to shadow size. Change it to black. Crank up our blur a little bit. And crank down our opacity. To whatever you feel like looking at, Alright. I'll change it to 18. There we go. Just a little adjustment. Alright. Looking like a shadow. Now you want to hit the end key, and that'll bring it below all layers. Perfect. Alright, so we move that over. Now we're going to put our text down. So our company name is called Suds. And so let's put that down. We're going to change the font. We'll resize it a little bit. But then we're going to go up to text and font. And choose a font. We're going to do the print. There we go. Stego print. Excellent. Alright, so it looks good. Now we need to adjust to letter spacing here. Just double click on the text box and then just drag the arrow down. There we go. Alright, stretch it out, kind of the size. We're going to shrink our little icon here. There we go. A little smaller. There we go. Alright, so let's just center it to our canvas here. So now we're going to copy and paste this. And what we're going to do is put the exact same thing behind the main text. So let's get our gradient color. Alright, so let's adjust the nodes once again. And then we're going to add a big stroke on it so it'll bleed behind the original suds text. So we'll do the same color. We'll do stroke style and we'll do something like 20. There we go. It's massive. It's good. So just need to pretty much put it behind it. Actually, I think our gradient is there. We go. Yeah, just adjust the stroke gradient still. There we go. All right. So now we can put it behind. So we'll hit our end key again, and that will send it behind all layers. We'll place our first text, and we're going to change it white. There we go. So now it comes together. Perfect. Alrighty. So just resize, position to okay. Alright. There it is. That pretty much completes it. You can do, you know, a couple variations, of course, if you like. Let's see, we can make it sort of like an icon. You can always just move things around. We'll put that down here. We'll drag this on top. Delete our shadow. We kind of have, you know, to fit certain different things. And that looks pretty good. If you really want to, we could just use the icon, and we can delete our text entirely. We'll just stretch this baby out. There we go. We got a pretty neat icon here. Nice and trendy and iconic. So, hope you liked it.